We want to begin now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk.
The bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor. He wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice.
The judge just went through the conditions for Lil Durk's potential bond release, and the energy in the courtroom was absolutely wild. Rumors started circulating that things could actually be looking decent for Durk because prosecutors unexpectedly pulled out stacks of new evidence they want to add to the case. This move is slowing everything down, giving Durk's lawyers extra breathing room to negotiate a bond deal, or maybe even set up house arrest before the trial officially begins. To understand when he could actually walk out, you have to examine the new allegations the federal authorities are putting forward, and they are coming in heavy. According to reports, investigators claim Durk might have had connections to the 2021 situation involving Quando Rondo, which is where things get especially tense. Court files mention surveillance clips, witness statements, and even Durk's lyrics being analyzed. Investigators are examining lines such as, "They're on my page like Sly for Vaughn. I know they troll me," as well as comments he made on his podcast. Try to match them with song release dates and moments when Quando was reportedly targeted. The level of detail is extreme, and it's making this case even louder in the public eye. The feds are also attempting to involve D, hoping he'll speak against Durk. Reports indicate they are pushing hard, but D is doing everything he can to distance himself from the situation, staying out of the courtroom and off official paperwork entirely. Essentially, D is saying the evidence against Durk has nothing to do with him and wants his case severed from the main investigation. If successful, that actually benefits Durk, because one of the key links in the alleged conspiracy involves D denying he was told to hire anyone or take orders from Durk. This makes the situation even more complicated, adding more tension. Fresh evidence has emerged from an iMessage group chat, which prosecutors are using to support their claims that Durk allegedly sent instructions related to King Von's passing. According to the filings, a witness is expected to testify that Durk was giving orders and that his name appears across the evidence. The paperwork also indicates Durk had serious disagreements with someone named Monic, as he felt the Olaf squad wasn't taking sufficient action after Von's death, creating friction within the circle. This story gained even more attention when WAC 100 reacted online, discussing snitches and who was staying loyal, which added even more heat. During the latest hearing, Durk's team submitted paperwork for his release once again, hoping the judge would approve it this time. Suddenly, Durk's father publicly stated that his son might finally be released on bond, marking Durk's third attempt. Reports say his lawyers presented an offer so strong that the judge might not even be able to turn it down. Meanwhile, prosecutors surprised everyone by dropping some evidence against Durk in the courtroom, though they still read it aloud, including lyrics mentioning a location, which kept the room's attention locked in. Behind the scenes, federal agents convinced VNI to cooperate, resulting in his paperwork changing to house arrest, which had the streets buzzing. VNI even texted a friend about his plea deal, breaking down numbers and revealing he wanted 5 to 7 years instead of going to trial, fearing he would be treated like others who already flipped. Shockingly, Vonnie's father then took to social media, exposing details about his own son and claiming VNI had connections to King Von's passing, and even implying Durk knew about it. Social media erupted with debates, as nobody expected a parent to publicly make such serious accusations against their own child. The scrutiny didn't stop there. Dee Dee's younger brother, Ted, was also pulled into the spotlight after body cam footage suggested he was ready to provide information against Durk. This is particularly significant because Dee Dee was one of Durk's closest people, once considered his main hitter, meaning Ted could possess vital behind-the-scenes knowledge. Investigators confirmed Ted's cooperation after he was caught at a local shop with a firearm and an extended clip in his possession. This footage alone shifted courtroom strategies, showing just how volatile the situation is. Despite the surface chaos, Durk's legal team is fighting nonstop to prevent him from being buried in this case. Further legal maneuvers reveal that Durk's lawyers file motions to dismiss the charges, claiming the second indictment is too vague to be actionable in court. If the judge doesn't dismiss, they demand a bill of particulars, essentially requiring prosecutors to clarify every detail. Coded language, alleged bounties, dates, times, and locations of incidents. Durk's team is challenging the claim that he offered a reward related to Wando Rondo, insisting that without clear evidence, none of the allegations should stand. Meanwhile, life inside jail has been chaotic for Durk. He was suddenly placed in solitary confinement after an officer allegedly found a cell phone in his cell, raising questions about access and security. Later, he had to be moved after an altercation. Lil Baby reacted on Twitter, saying, "I don't care about nothing else other than Durk right now. Free the bro," showing how serious things were for the team. To make matters worse, one of Durk's friends, Glee, passed away, adding more tension to the mix. On the same day, Quando Rondo and Lil Tim appeared in interviews praising Durk, sparking debate among fans about the timing, as it coincided with Durk being targeted in jail. Durk's bond attempts were repeatedly denied, and authorities stated he would need to give up all financial assets just to be considered for release, fearing he might use influence over witnesses. There are also ongoing allegations related to Jam, an alleged snitch who has been off the grid for months after being exposed. Despite the chaos, there's a silver lining. The filing of new evidence by prosecutors has delayed the trial, giving Durk's lawyers extra time to push for bond or house arrest. This situation is far from over. The courtroom drama, social media reactions, and intense legal battles make this one of the most watched cases in recent memory. Fans, family, and supporters are keeping a close eye as Durk's team continues to fight for him in court. Stay tuned because the story is constantly evolving, and the next few weeks could be pivotal in determining the future of Lil Durk.